Well. Big crowd already here. Quite sure when I look at this chat, it will be a lot of haters. Hey, everybody. Welcome to, again, the big time show on tonight. The post-game show of the loss that the Cowboys just had. I got my phone is blowing up. I'm just going to say it, my little say, one time. I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I'm going to eliminate all that by saying whatever I got to say now and being through. Hey, listen, if you don't mind, if you Cowboy fans in here, if you don't mind, go ahead and share if you can. I hope that you would, because I'm going to go and tell y'all now, some of y'all that follow me probably not going to follow me after tonight, because it's no sense of sugarcoating things around. You know, it's really not. And the longer that you don't address the issue still remains. Or if you choose to ignore the issue, you just make the problem worse. I'm sharing. That's the reason I'm not looking. I don't know how. Oh my God, I got all these folks. I know it's haters in here. I know folks. I know the 49er fans here. I ain't even looked yet. I don't blame y'all. I know you here. It is what it is. I get it. A lot of y'all wanna laugh at me. I know you laughing now. Gonna put them smile emojis up, y'all. I'm gonna get this out the way. After I finish sharing this, if you don't mind, I'm sharing all this now. Some of y'all, I already got about 4 or 5 tags already, phone blowing up. And you know, I just started this way, you know, I'm used to it. I'm numb. I mean, I'm numb. I'm so used to this that, you know, it's not a surprise. You hope for the best, but you know, it's almost the same. Only difference, we did win a playoff game. I'll give you that, but it's almost the same result. The only thing that I will say, when the Cowboys win, they win spectacularly, and when they lose spectacularly. That wasn't the case today. That was not the case today. We just lost to the better team today. That's just the bottom line. The San Francisco 49ers are the better team. It's no question about it. No question. They proved it today on the field again. They beat us again. They sent us home. You got it. Again. They beat us. No doubt about that. They deserve to go to Philadelphia. They deserve to go to the NFC Championship game. They proved it. You're not gonna get no arguments from me, and you're not gonna, because y'all know when y'all talk to me, you know I'm gonna give you the real. I ain't making no excuses up. And y'all not gonna agree with my take, but this is just my opinion now. Let's just be honest about it. Let me look over here at Podbean first, see if I got some folks here first. Titan Hugo, what's up, man? I see you over here. I see you, and let me get to all it, man. There's a whole lot of folks in here tonight. Good Lord, who is here? Let me see how many 49 for to deal with. I see, let me see. One 49er fan, Cedric. Ty, that's another 49. That's 2. Oh, God. Eddie, 3, the 49er fan. Here they come. Justin, another 49er fan. Housley, another 49. My pastor on here. All these 49er fans. Look at this. 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 Oh, my God. To lead. Okay. Let me get to this. I'm going to go and say this, and there's some people on here that hadn't speaking. What's going on? Where do I start? Uh, here we go. What's up, Reelers? I see you a 49er. Here they all come. Here come my 49ers fans. Let's go with this right quick. Let's go on with it. Mr. Purdy. Mr. Purdy outplayed Dak Prescott. I'm finna shut it down. I'm finna shut it. No, I ain't shutting the show down. Cause I can't shut it down, Reelers, cause while y'all playing for the NFC Championship game, I gotta go get ready for the draft now. You see what I'm saying? The NFL, look, the official 2023 season just started for us right now. So I got plenty more content to go. I go all year long. I'm gonna get to my end of the year review and everything else. We getting ready. We getting ready for the draft now. That's the bottom line. Y'all sent us home. Y'all beat us. Yeah. I got the draft. While y'all getting ready for Philly, I'm getting ready for the combine. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting ready for the combine. It is what it is. Y'all took care of us. Purdy outplayed Dak Prescott. There's no other way to say it, y'all. I mean, y'all don't like it, too bad. Y'all can blame it on. Then look, Purdy played Babe Bishop Galard. Here come a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Here you go. See, all y'all in here. Purdy outplayed Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft. Outplayed the 7-year, $40 million man. I know my Cowboy fans here. I'm still wearing my star now, proudly, because I'm a Cowboy fan. But we got to call this thing like it is. Matt Purdy outplayed Dak Prescott. Ryan says if Diggs would have caught that ball, it would have been different. Well, I mean, I guess you could. Well, you remember Greenlaw dropped one too. That was an easy pick six. And in the last quarter, as soon as 49ers scored the very first play, Greenlaw dropped the ball. It would have been another pick six. Pick six easy. Now, here it is. Here it is. Let me just say this. Let's get to the easy part. When Pollard went down, Kellen Moore forgot how to call plays all of a sudden. See, I told everybody right before the game started when I came on before. I think I was talking to Tay Hopkins. I said that we're not going to be able to run the ball like we think we are. I was saying we need to be committed to it. But I said that in order for us to win, Dak Prescott was going to have to be the man. I knew it. The run defense of 49ers was is good. They're good. I told y'all that Dak Prescott was going to have to be the man. He was going to have to be the man today. He was going to have to, because I figured he going to be in shotgun a lot, and I figured that he was going to have to throw the ball, and he was going to have to make big plays. The offensive line did a good job. He didn't get sacked, I don't think, at all, really. The offensive line actually did a pretty decent job, if you ask me. He had pressure, but he was able to get out of pressure. It really wasn't no real sack day. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. Pollard was in. The offense ran a little more smoother for the Cowboys when Pollard was in. Once Pollard went out, Zeke is not the answer because he don't have the explosiveness no more. He just don't. He can't, he just bang up the middle. He gonna fall. He's not breaking tackles the way that he used to. You're gonna be in 2nd and 8, which gonna make you can't give him the ball again because it's gonna be 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6. He just not that dude no more. And see, this is the part where Cowboy fans gonna have to start realizing. Some of our guys are just not those dudes anymore. They're not. Ezekiel Elliott is not that dude anymore. That's why y'all saying give Pollard the ball. Because you and I know that Ezekiel Elliott is not that dude anymore. The injuries have piled up. All the hits have taken his fire. Still got it on the inside of his mind, but the body just don't match no more. You see what I'm saying? That's why y'all are saying, and that's why I've said Pollard needs the ball more. That's the reason why. Because Zeke is not that dude anymore. He's just not. He's not. And because of that, now it put Dak Prescott into the shotgun pretty much primarily for the rest of the game. Now, there are some games where you can do that with Dak, and Dak will have a game like he did against Tampa last week. He will. It's not like he ain't capable. It's just that the very next week, Dak will look like he played the game against Washington. And that is the part, ladies and gentlemen, at least for the night, that I want to talk about. You see, the story for Dak Prescott, ever since he took over the Cowboys, has been this. And you've heard it year after year. You've heard it year after year. He's a great leader. He has great intangibles. He's a great community guy. The folks will run through a wall for Dak Prescott. This is what you've heard. This is what you've heard for the last 4-5 years at least. You've heard everybody say that from Jerry Jones on down. He's a great leader. He's a great this. He's a great that. Everything that you heard about Dak Prescott and his greatness has been off the field. See, intangibles don't mean nothing when it's time to get the job done. So your intangibles don't mean nothing when you're in between the lines. You got to go get it. See, this the part y'all ain't gonna want to hear now, and I know it. This the part you don't want to hear, but sooner or later you're gonna have to admit the truth, because we're seeing the same things year after year with our quarterback that we have paid so much money to, as if he's one of the greats. I already know I'm hurting some. I already know some of y'all don't like it, but what we done seen this movie too many times now. And at some point, we got to stop acting like what we don't see. At this point, the reality is he is who he is. Now, this doesn't mean that we got to get rid of him. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying this high expectation that a lot of my brothers and sister Cowboy fans have, as if he's one of the top guys in the league as a quarterback. That's not the truth. Boy, I just heard some of y'all right there. It's the truth, y'all. Sooner or later, we got to accept it. Case in point, let's just do with the last 2 games. And this pretty much is a lot of the games when it comes to that. See, it's not that he can't play. It's just that he's too inconsistent. That's been the book on Dak. He's up 1 week, 5 touchdowns against Tampa. No turnovers. The next week against San Francisco, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And when you look at the interceptions that he had, I know y'all looked at it and said, I know you do. I know what y'all was saying, because you ain't got to admit it here in the chat box. I know some of y'all cussed when Dak threw that interception, or when he threw it into double coverage, when he tried to find CD. It's like, I know y'all was saying, hey, he didn't see that. No, he didn't see it. No. He didn't see it. He didn't see it. The first interception that he had, you can make some type of argument that Gallup didn't come back to the ball. But just like, if you look at it, it's like, dude, did you see that? You said the same thing about the Washington game. The man has had 13 interceptions in the last 9 games. And I know what some of y'all saying. Now, some of them wasn't his fault. You're absolutely right. Some of it was not his fault. Some of them were. But on a game like this, see, it was a game like this last week when you had to be the man. He was the man last week. He was the man last week. Ain't no question about that. He was. He showed everybody. Shut folks up. There's some of these same folks that's on here now. I ain't seen them all year. Now they're all in the chat box now. Here they are. Look, here all of them are. Now, we needed that same guy to show up for this game. Now, let me go back right quick. There's a theory out there that says this about Dak Prescott. Because y'all done heard it. Y'all heard it, okay? Watch this. The theory that is out is Dak Prescott beats bad teams and loses to good teams. What was Tampa Bay's record? 8-9. What was the San Francisco 49ers record? Dak Prescott has made a living off destroying the NFC East. Is when he get out of the NFC East, well, he has problems. Same narrative. I got the same questions now at the end of the year that I had at the beginning of the year. I had 2 main questions. Kellen Moore, and then I had another question. Dak Prescott. I'm ending the year with the same questions. Mike McCarthy, I had that at the beginning, but Mike McCarthy shouldn't be fired. I'm going to tell y'all that now. Some of y'all not going to agree with that. Mike McCarthy's job should be safe. You see what I'm saying? Dak does well against the NFC East. He kills the NFC East. He owns the NFC East. Everybody know that. It's just that after you get out of there, when you go against teams like this, and it's time for you to be the man, he can't. I done seen enough. I'm not saying we can't win with him. I mean, my God, we won 13 games now. I mean, some of that was Cooper Rush from, when he got hurt. Dak put up some wins. We good with that. I'm talking about going to the next level. And see, the elite quarterbacks, as y'all like to say, when it's time to be the man, they do it. Mahomes does it. Burrow, you just saw today, does it. It ain't many now. It's not many. Even the great Tom Brady. How many years did we see when it was time for them to get the job done? When the ball game is in their hands, when they running a 2-minute drill or running a 4-minute drill, these guys have consistently got the job done. When you can't run it no more, when you can't hand it to your running back, when your defense have held you in the game the whole time, and they say, sir, you the man. We paying you like you the man. You got to carry us home now. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, he's got a lot of fourth quarter comebacks and he got a lot of last minute drives, and he does. But my last 2 games shows that he didn't do it. Case in point, 49ers go up 7, make it 19. Whatever it was, 19 for me, whatever the score was, they up by 7. Cowboys get the ball with 3 minutes left. We get it out at the 18-yard line. It's Dak time, y'all. It's Dak time. Defense has done its job. The 49ers really didn't score a lot. The defense did their job. It's Dak time now. You're down by 7. The moment has arrived. 3 minutes and something left. I don't care what the length of the field is there. It's time to go to work. Dak Prescott didn't even get 1 yard. Not one. He punted the ball. Not 1 yard. Not 1 yard. Not one. That pretty much was the game because you had to punt the ball. Then the defense done got a little tired. They held them from running real good, and then all of a sudden now they, getting some good holes now because defense is tired. We weren't. See, I'm tired of saying what we want it to be instead of what it is. Here is my assessment. Now I got plenty of people in here. I got Cowboy fans in here. I'm really talking to y'all. I know I got the 49er fans in here. I'm not talking to them because they celebrate. They here ready to badger me. But I ain't talking about it. I'm talking to the Cowboy family. You see, we gonna have to admit something, and it's this: there are levels to this thing. There are levels. You got levels. Can you win your division? Okay, yeah, okay. Can you win playoff games? Okay, all right, okay. Can you win the Super Bowl? There are levels to this. And quarterbacks are the guys that usually, and defense, no doubt about it. But when your defense plays as well as ours did today, the offense got to do something. I'm sorry. The offense got to do something. There's levels to this thing, and Dak Prescott is not on that type of level. Dak Prescott has proved to me once and for all. I don't want to hear nothing about it. If you have a good game, next season, around about 4, 5, 6 games in a row, I'll be cheering for him just as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all there's levels to this thing, and sooner or later, your quarterback has to be the man. Mr. Purdy did not have to be the man today. Our defense, he just didn't make the mistake. He didn't make the mistake. We shut him down. I mean, Kittle's got loose at the end, but other than that, we shut him down really. Pressure was there. He got hit. He had to get rid of the ball. He just didn't make the mistake. He didn't. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, 2 mistakes, 2 more turnovers. That's the difference in the ball game. Dak Prescott is almost, I'm not saying, let me preface this. I'm not saying that Purdy is better than Dak Prescott, because he's not. But the style of play that the 49ers play, which is what the Cowboys want to play, that's the game that Dak needs. We're not good enough. And Dak Prescott is not good enough to line up in shotgun all game long and throw it. You want Mahomes to line up in shotgun all day. You want that. You want him throwing it. You want Burrow to throw it. You want these guys like this to throw it. You don't want Dak to throw it 40, 50 times. You don't. Because you know what's going to happen. You don't want that. Yeah, he might show up 1 or 2 games where he just lose his mind and everything going right. But Dak Prescott shouldn't be in shotgun. So from now on, if the Cowboys are serious about going, they made the division round. If they're talking about possibly winning a divisional round game or making an NFC championship game or even talking about making Super Bowl, this is what got to happen, y'all. He has to have a lot of weapons around him for that to happen. Somebody's got to be incredibly stout. Either the defense got to be number one. Look. We had the number 5 defense in the league. What else you want? You had a top-ranked offense in the league. I mean, what else you want? It was your best shot here. You got a top 5 defense in the league. But when it's time, defense played all well the whole game. When it's time for you to step up to the microphone like this and go ahead and show these folks who you really are, he folded up like a tent. Nowhere to be found. Dak was horrible today. Now some of y'all gonna try to blame, well, it's this, no, see, look, we ain't doing that here on this show. Y'all go to the other shows. Y'all know the truth. Y'all go to the other shows, and my brothers that y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all gonna find them and let them make excuses. On this show here, ain't no excuses. He's horrible. He was horrible today. The offensive line blocked well. He didn't get no sacks. We didn't hear nothing from Bosa. We didn't hear nothing from Bosa today. We didn't hear nothing from the other guy, Armstead. We didn't hear from none of you guys today. The line did well. It's no excuses for Dak Prescott. He was horrible today. When it was time to show up, he didn't show up. And that's the truth. That's the real truth, y'all. That's the real truth. And so I'm not giving him no slack at all. If he plays well, I will give him credit like I did about in Tampa Bay. But if he does not play well, I'm not fit to get on here and act like he did. He was horrible today. He was horrible. The game was in his hand. Down by 7, 3 minutes to go. You got to line up a shotgun now. He didn't get 1 yard. First down, no yards. Second down, took no yards. Third down, got back to the line of scrimmage off a scramble. 3rd and 10, had to punt the ball. No yard. That ain't how. That's not what the big dogs do at that time. No. Not 1 yard? No, man. No. And so I'm not here to massage it. I'm calling like it is. I ain't blaming Zeke. Zeke ain't that dude no more. So I'm not even blaming him. Some of you gonna say if Pollard would have been there, I mean, hey, it would have been a little bit better. Huh? You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand. I'm not blaming the defense at all. I'm not blaming that. We just got beat by a better football team today. We got beat. The San Francisco 49ers are better than the Dallas Cowboys. You know, plays that we could have made, we didn't. I seen in the chat box, I see some people in here saying if Diggs would have caught the interception. I done seen that at least 6 times in this chat. Well, he didn't. That's what the good teams do. They make the play. The 49ers made the play. The 49ers made, when the ball was bobbled there, guess what? Warner was there. He didn't drop it. Diggs had it in his hand. He dropped it. When you get to this level of playoffs, you got to make the play. You have to make the play. We didn't. It's just the bottom line. When the only play that they missed was Greenlaw. Greenlaw should have caught that pick 6. Soon as they went up 7, he dropped the ball like Diggs did. That would have been a pick 6. But Warner, he caught it. The other dude, the first time, when he tried to throw the Gallup, he caught the ball. Diggs had it in his hand. Guess what? He usually catch it. He didn't catch it right then. See what I'm saying? You know, we can nitpick and find plays where we shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I ain't dealing with that tonight. I could go and say how Kellen Moore, just gave up on the running game soon as Pollard went down. I ain't gonna even do him like that tonight. I knew he was gonna catch an amnesia pill of what brought him to the dance. I knew it was gonna happen eventually, cause that's just him. I expect that out of him. All right, I could go talk about Diggs and his horrible tackling again today. I don't even want to do that. Well, I can. He don't want contact. He playing like he don't want contact no more. And that's just not him. He from Alabama. That kind of stuff you never get on the field with Nick Saban. His first year, he wanted to hit somebody. He looked like he making business decisions now when it comes to tackling. He don't want contact at all. He playing like it. He playing like he don't want no contact. It's horrible. He could have made that play on Kittle when Kittle make that circus catch. That ball, even though Kittle caught it, should have been knocked out right then. He whiffed on the whole play. I mean, it's a lot of plays that we can nitpick on. But y'all know the truth when it comes to this game here. The quarterbacks get all the credit when they win, just like we gave all the credit to him when the way they beat up Tampa. We gave Dak all the credit, and rightfully so, because he had some incredible plays. He had a great game. Well, then if we give him all the credit, then on the night, then we got to give him hello. If we gave Dak all the credit for Tampa, don't we supposed to say something about him tonight? I see you, Pastor Grill. You can stop all that yip yap. I know. I see we lost. I see we lost another 49er fan in the house. Y'all beat us. If you give Dak all the credit for Tampa, what are you giving him today? You can't blame the defense. Defense played well. Can't blame the kicker. The first kick got blocked, so everybody saw that he was gonna miss it anyway. But he got blocked, so he was saved by that. Other than that, he made all of them. Everything that we had questions about at the beginning of the year came right back at the end and leaves us the same questions that we started off with. A, Kellen Moore, his play calling. 2, is Dak the man? 3, our run defense. Can we stop the run? Good Lord. I mean, we're right back there. We are right back at the same spot heading to the offseason. I believe that the defense got tired at the end. I can believe that. I believe that. That's because we wasn't doing it on the offense. The time of possession in the second half heavily favored the 49ers. Ain't no question about that. Huh? I'm serious. That we didn't lose spectacular like these are Cowboys. Win spectacular, lose. We played a grinded out football game. And sooner or later, your quarterback has to make certain plays if you can't run the ball effectively. Well, I mean, where's your plays coming from? It's not like they couldn't get open. CD had a great game today. Huh? CD had a pretty good, and Dak threw it to him. Did Gallup catch any ball? I mean, good God. Did Gallup catch any ball? I mean, I don't know if it's because he wasn't getting open. I ain't seen the all 22 yet. I'm gonna look at that once it come out. Schultz had a decent game. I mean, but looked like the only person catching the ball was CD. I'm serious. When your running game is not there, exactly. Charles Allen, thank you, sir. See, then you got to be smart about this thing. Charles Allen asked a great question. Look at this. Malik Davis, he came in for one series after Pollard got loose. You knew Zeke Elliott wasn't making no gigantic plays. You knew Zeke Elliott wasn't making no runs. Y'all know he fall after 2 yards now. Y'all know the difference between Pollard and Zeke. He's faster. Well, Malik Davis is just as fast as Pollard is, and he can run the football. Why in the world didn't Malik Davis get in? You're giving it to Zeke because he want to be the hero now. You want him to be. He want to put the team on his back. You ain't got the skill set no more. He doesn't have the skill set no more to be that difference type now. And the Cowboys ought to know that. That's why he kept giving the ball to Pollard. You got to get some speed out there. Zeke ain't going nowhere. That's the reason why Dak was in shotgun the rest of the game. We give the Zeke Elliott on first down. Second down and 8 coming up. You know you can't give it to him on second down because it's going to be 3rd and 6. He good for 2 yards. He good for 2 yards. I'll give him that. He ain't making no gigantic plays no more. So they forced Dak to be in there. They wasn't like they weren't open. They weren't stopping all that. It just is he got outplayed. Brock Purdy outplayed, since everybody say Dak versus Brady. Since we gave the credit to say Dak outplayed Tom Brady. Well, guess what? Brock Purdy outplayed Dak Prescott. Did T.Y. Hilton catch a ball? I think he caught one. I mean, this is all the stuff they were saying before we knew how they were going to play. Brock Purdy did not make the mistakes that Dak did. He had about the same amount. Matter of fact, let's just talk about it. I ain't going to even say nothing. I'll let the stats speak for itself. Let me just look at this real quick, y'all. Let me just look at it. Let me look at it real quick. Cause y'all ain't gotta listen to me. I'm gonna let y'all saw the game. Now y'all saw it. Now let's look at it. Let's look at Dak Prescott. And let's look at Purdy. Dak Prescott had 23 out of 37, 206 yards, a 5.6 yard average. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, a 63.6 quarterback rating. That's not good. And y'all know that. Brock Purdy, 19 of 29, 214 yards, a 7.4 average, and an 87-point quarterback rating. Brock Purdy played better than Dak Prescott today. The stats don't lie. This is what the 49ers want him to do. 214 yards for him is actually too much. He's a game manager. Okay, watch. He's a game manager. Everybody know that about Brock Purdy. 19 for 29, 214 yards, a 7.4 average. They don't want him pushing the ball down the field. He throws the slant. Y'all know that. And he had an 87, no touchdowns, but most importantly, no interceptions. And he had a rating of 87.4. That's a game manager. We ain't paying Dak Prescott to be a game manager, y'all. But that's the game that we really want him to play. That's why we said, hey, we don't want Dak Prescott throwing the ball over 30 times. We need to have a balanced attack, more runs than passes. You know the reason why? You know the reason why we saying that? Because they know if Dak Prescott got to throw the ball, 37 times, guess what? We ain't gonna win. Ezekiel Elliott, 10 carries, 26 yards, 2.6 average. Tony Pollard, when he played, 6 carries, 22 yards, 3.7 average. Only thing that worked well, Dak Prescott had a 5.5 average. He had 4 carries for 22 yards. I mean, come on, man. Come on. So the running game didn't work. We all know that. But that's, let me see, Zeke Elliott, 10, Pollard, 6, that's 16. Prescott, 4 carries, that's 20. Then CD had 2 carries on those jet sweep. So that's 22. So we ran the ball 22 times total and passed the ball 37. That has always been a loss for the Dallas Cowboys when it's unbalanced like that. And so once again, the narratives are still here. Dak Prescott can beat up bad teams. And when it comes to good teams, fall short. The facts speak for itself. What was the total yards for both teams? Total yards for both teams. Cowboys had 282 yards total, and the 49ers had 312. Cowboys rushing had 22 carries for 76 yards. 49ers had 32 carries for 113. Time of possession, which came to bite us at the end, was 32 minutes and 53 seconds for the 49ers. The Cowboys 27 minutes and 7 seconds. You know, they ran the ball well in the second half. The 49ers did. And I just know it was because they were tired. The Cowboys were tired. They played well in the first half and parts of the second half. You know, McCaffrey really didn't get off like a lot of folks thought he was. Mitchell didn't get off like that. When we played well defensively, we played well defensively enough to win the ball game. We just needed our offense to show up. They didn't. Now, CeeDee Lamb, I just saw had, I think, 10 catches for 117 yards. He had a good game. When it's time, money time, Dak Prescott was broke. He was money last week now. Oh, my God. He was money last week now. He was. But see, that's the part that y'all got sooner or later gonna have to admit, because we saw it all this year. See, when you get to this level here, you can't be a roller coaster. You can't be. You can't be a roller coaster. There has to be a level of consistency. But now Dak Prescott is consistently inconsistent. 1 week, great. Second week, not so great. Next week, pretty great. Next week, back down again. You can't do that. You just can't. No, we don't. Hey, Lamar Jackson. No, we don't. And part of that is coaching. Lamar Jackson said, do we have enough pieces? I don't know if he's a 49er fan or whatever. I don't know. He said, do we have a piece to win a Super Bowl, or do we think Cowboys have to make some roster decisions in the offseason? I think you need to try to keep it. First thing first, you better sign Tony Pollard. If you got to franchise him, you better do it. Because if we go in the next season talking about this is Zeke Elliott's team, we ain't going nowhere. You understand me? You got to sign Tony Pollard. That's the first thing. You sign them, and then you try to make a long deal after you give them the franchise tag. If you can't get it, you just paying the franchise money. That's what you're going to have to do. Dalton Schultz, he's done. We got to pay him. You're going to pay Dalton Schultz. You're going to pay him. Because Dak need him. See, we don't need to give away weapons no more. We need to try to keep the weapons there and even put some more weapons around them, because when it comes down, I know what Jerry's saying it. He's the ultimate hype guy, and Steve and get on there and say, Dak Prescott can do this. Dak, we wouldn't trade him for the world. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. If the right opportunity came, but we stuck with that. We stuck with that. He gonna win games. He might win the division here and there, but Dak Prescott needs everything to go right for him to make things happen. I'm just telling y'all. And y'all know it's the truth. The cow, it's got to be right. Look, if I put the ball in Mahomes' hand with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go and you down by 7, you're very comfortable with that. And say, hey, take us to the promised land. You would. If you put it in Burrow's hand right now, you're going to say, I'll take my chances with that. You're not comfortable with that. You're not comfortable with that. And anybody saying they are, that's just being a good Cowboy fan. Is not. But you're sitting on the edge of your seat. You expect Mahomes. You expect Brady to break your heart. You expect Aaron Rodgers to get you. You expect that with that time on the clock. Oh, when Dak get it, he's like, oh boy, come on, Dak. All right, good pass, Dak. First down. That we'll take it. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy, come on, Dak. Come on. Come on, Dak. Come on. You ain't as confident. You think Romo would have done better in his prime? No. Romo had his chance and he blowed up too. He been to the playoffs and blowed up too. So, I don't even want to talk about Romo. It's the same thing. No. I don't even want to talk about that. We're going to have to tell the truth about Dak Prescott. It's the bottom line. We're going to have to tell the truth about him and stop trying to make him what he is not. I'm not saying he's trash. He's not trash. He's a good quarterback. He's just not the man. He's not. And all that good talk, he's a great leader. He's a great communicator. He's a great man of the year candidate. He's a great community guy. He signs all autographs. He kisses the babies. He talks to old people. He does all of that stuff. Ain't got nothing to do on the field. The players will run through a wall for Dak. He's the first man in. He's the last man out. Those are good intangibles to have. But between the lines, let's put it this way. And there's a lot of quarterbacks are this way. So it ain't like it's that. Let's just say it like this. His game play, his play or his game does not match his intangibles. Is that fair? Is that fair? Come on now. I know y'all don't want to admit it, but is that fair? He's great on intangibles. He's all of that. What Jerry said about him and what y'all say, he's a good guy. He is. He's a good guy. His intangibles are wonderful, but his game don't match his intangibles. I'm just telling you. And we're stuck with him. He ain't going nowhere. Huh? He's not going anywhere. We signed him to deal. We stuck with him. I mean, y'all talking about trading him and all that kind of stuff. Y'all can forget that. He ain't going nowhere. So we know who Dak is. After 7 years, the book is already out on him. Let's just stop it. We don't know which one gonna show up. That's the book on him. We don't know. He can throw the ball, no question. But he needs weapons around him. we better hold on to Dan Quinn. I'm going to get to all that as we keep talking later in the weeks and, in the offseason and all that. We better keep Dan Quinn, and we better make this defense stout as all outdoors. I'm talking about just we need to be dominant on one end so that part will help out Dak. I can't get a ball to Dak and say, hey, take me on home. I can't do that. I can't do it. I done seen it 7 years now. I done seen it. I've seen it. Huh? I've seen it. I don't need to see no more. I got a 7-year book. And listen to this. There's an argument that could be made. Okay? There's an argument that really could be made that his best season was his rookie season. Yes, he has more yards and more touchdowns in his later seasons, and he has elevated up. He's been going up, trending up. 30, you can't argue with it, 4,000 yards and 30-some odd touchdowns a year. He's gotten better as a quarterback, but his best year was his rookie year. Why is that? Because here was the formula. We had an awesome offensive line, and maybe that's what needs to happen so that we can run the ball again. We need an offensive line because that's what made Dak great. Okay? That was his best year. We need a running back that can run for about 1,400 yards. It ain't Zeke, so let's just stop that. Tony Pollard can't handle it all on his own. We need a 2 to 3 running back system, and these guys get out. We need an offensive line so Dak can have the year that he had. When the ball is there for him to be the man, he's not that type of quarterback. He's just not that type of quarterback. He's not. He getting paid like one, but he's not that type of dude. He's not that type of dude, y'all. He's not. And I know some of y'all don't like it, but it's just the truth. He's not that type of dude. That's what we saw tonight. And y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm just calling it like it is. And I'm going to wear my star just as bright. I'm going to wear my star just as bright as I always have. But I'm not going to call it like I want to see it. I'm going to call it like it is. Dak Prescott is not that dude. He's not. I know we want him to be, but he's not. And the sooner that we come to that realization, the better off we're gonna be. You'll be able to take this loss, with a little bit more calmness, because you know that he's not that guy. Again, I'm gonna let y'all go so y'all can go to bed, because most of y'all gotta go to work in the morning. So do I. We just got beat by a better football team tonight. We ain't going by no if, coulda, woulda, shouldas, and all that. You got to make the play. Because you didn't make the play, we got beat. So I'm not going with that. We got beat by the better team tonight. We got the better roster, but we got beat by the better team. Lamar Jackson. Lamar said not to get off the topic, but if Joe Burrow was a Cowboy, you think the outcome would be different? Maybe. Joe Burrow was the first pick in the draft. Dak Prescott was the 4th round pick. I mean, Burrow's supposed to be better. Right? Joe Burrow is a franchise quarterback. First pick in the draft. He playing like it. Dak Prescott wasn't even supposed to be a starter when he did start. If you remember, Tony Romo got injured. That was it for him. And then Kellen Moore was the 2nd string quarterback, and he broke his leg. And we didn't have no choice but to put Dak Prescott in. That's how that went down. Dak wasn't even supposed to start, you know. He's a fourth-string quarterback. Watch this. And at times, guess what? Dak plays like a fourth stringer, a fourth-round quarterback. See, we got in our mind that Dak Prescott is he's a first-round guy. Sometimes he plays like it. Other times he plays like a fourth-round quarterback. Tonight he played like a fourth-round quarterback. Hello. I mean, I know. It's the truth. Last week, he looked like the first pick in the draft. This week, he looked like the fourth round quarterback that he was. Yeah. That in a nutshell, that is the problem with Dak Prescott. Some games, he looked like he was drafted in the first round with the first pick. Then we have other games where he looked like he was drafted in the fourth round. It's just the truth, y'all. It's just the truth. So if y'all asking me, am I blaming Dak Prescott? Yeah, I am. Because the expectation based off last week was he was ready to take that next step. Instead, he took a step backwards in my book. He's too inconsistent. And he got beat today or outplayed by the last pick in the entire NFL draft. He got beat by a practice squad quarterback. Purdy was not the third quarterback. He was a practice squad. He got beat, and I know what you're saying. If he had that type of system, would it be fine? Yeah. I understand that, but he didn't make the mistakes. He didn't make the mistake like the last pick in the draft. He didn't. He didn't. Dak Prescott, though, played the way that Purdy should play. Two critical mistakes. Too easy. I mean, I don't know what Dak was looking at. Two horrible throws for the interceptions. That's the way we thought Purdy was going to play. That's what we thought. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, I can't. All right, I'm done. Y'all go to bed. For those that do not follow me, wherever you're watching me from, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe if you don't mind. Let me put this on here if you don't mind so y'all can see. Let me put this here. All right, there you go. I'll leave that on the ticker there. There's my YouTube. There's my Twitter, Twitch. Facebook is the Big Time Show. You can do all that now. Follow me there. This is what you're going to get from me for the rest of the season. So if you want real truth and honesty, at least from my view, come holler at me. I'm supposed to go on tomorrow night, but I don't know why. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that tomorrow, but I will be with you guys starting Tuesday. And I'll talk about this loss even more. Go support my brothers that y'all know. Go support West Coast and Boss and Law Nation and all those guys, and y'all see what they have to say. But for me, it's simple. Dak didn't play well at all. Bottom line, didn't play well at all. And the San Francisco 49ers deserved to win the game. They did. They beat us. I can't take nothing from them. I thought that we would make Purdy. We rattled him, but we didn't do what I thought we were going to do, and that's him make a mistake. And he didn't do that. He didn't do it. He got rattled. We made him throw it earlier. We got him a couple times. He ain't seen a defense like ours, and we messed with him a little bit. But we didn't force him to make the critical mistake that you need in this game, like Dak made. He didn't do that. And so he was the game manager that he was. He played his role very well, and he led his team because he made some critical big third down plays. He made it. Dak Prescott didn't make nothing. At the end, he didn't. And the 49ers defense was legit today. They didn't let us run, obviously. And we didn't make the plays, the plays of impact in the passing game like we needed to. So the 49ers are better. They sent us home again. They put a FedEx sticker on our backside and say, get out of here. They did it to us again. And now I got to go another whole year in dealing with some of these same folks you see in this chat box. I got to hear this mess another whole year, the 49er fans. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But it is what it is. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Cowboy fan, let's get ready for the draft. I might as well look. I'm looking at the Lakers right now. I might as well go and move to the NBA. And some of y'all saying, well, you going to suffer there too. I already know it. I know. I'm a Laker fan too. I know. I'm moving. I'm finna pack my bags up from the NFL, take this jersey off and hang it up for a minute or so, and then go on get the Laker stuff going. Because I just know we can play much better, but I think expectations of Dak is just way too high. It is. He's not that dude. He's just not. He's a good dude. He can play the position. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but he ain't, he's not all that, y'all. Not the place where we talking about going. This year was not a good year for him. He don't really make that many turnovers. He did this year, though. And just think, he missed 5 games. He led the league in interceptions and missed 5 games. Gee, he might have had 20. He might have had 25. Right at 20 interceptions this year. Never. I see you, Eddie. I'm not coming to the 49ers. I gave y'all credit. Y'all beat us. Y'all did it. I'm not doing any calls tonight, if that's what y'all waiting on. I apologize. I don't even want to hear it tonight. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I gotta sleep this one off, get a better attitude about this. Cowboy fans, I hate to say this, but we ought to be used to this. For those of us that are, older like I am, I remember all the championships well. 92, 93, 95. I'll even go back to the 70s. I'm almost 50. So I know, all the championships except 1972. Other than that, I remember them all. But this season that we're going through, these last 20 some odd years, I'm about used to it. Matter of fact, I'm almost shocked if we get to it. I'm shocked. I thought we had a real good chance to beat them. I predicted that we would win by 10 tonight. I thought that we were going to beat them by 10. I was wrong. I thought my quarterback was going to play like he did, or somewhat like he did against Tampa. That was my thought process. Instead, played like Chad Hutchinson tonight. He played like Ryan Leaf tonight. He played like Jamarcus Russell. Oh yeah, Lamar, yeah. He'll have something to say tomorrow. We all know Stephen A will have a ball. He played like Drew Henson. There you go, Gary. Yeah. Stephen A and Shannon Sharp will be off the chain tomorrow. Because they, Cowboys blowed it again. And Dak Prescott is going to get whipped tomorrow. So y'all might well get ready for it. Y'all think I said something. You wait till he deserves to get whipped tomorrow. He do. He deserves to get whipped tomorrow. And he gonna get it. And he's supposed to get it tomorrow. So all y'all to try to make up excuses for Dak Prescott, you might as well just stop it. He's supposed to get ate up tomorrow. And he will. And he should. He was horrible tonight. He was horrible tonight, y'all. No other way to say it. And he's supposed to get ate alive in the morning. And he is. Y'all might well get ready for it. I was light tonight. I really was light. I think I was. I just called the truth. But he's going to get talked about bad tomorrow. And there are going to be some question marks about him tomorrow morning. And rightfully so. Y'all might as well get ready for it. Y'all might as well. And they ain't going to be lying. He was horrible tonight. He's too inconsistent. Yeah, never mind. He should have had 3 picks. Yeah, he was horrible tonight. No other way to say it. He was horrible. Horrible. Everybody gonna try. Well, he didn't have the line. Yes, he did. They blocked well for him tonight. He didn't have this. No, look. Nobody want to hear all that. It come a time when it's time to step up. When the music is played, it's bad when you get called to the dance floor and you can't dance. Let me get off here. Well, Gary, you coming in late. What you saying here? I've already kind of popped in on. He said he do have questions on Dak's product. Is he the guy? Depending on what you're looking for. Gary. I'm convinced that Dak Prescott is a good quarterback, but there's only a certain level he can carry you to. And because of that, he needs stuff around him that will make up for his deficiencies. That's what Brock Purdy did. He has a defense that can make up for his mistakes or a lack of plays. Then he has a strong running game and a great offensive line that can take over a game at any time like they did tonight in the second half. And that's enough to carry them through. Just don't make the mistake. Dak Prescott got an all-pro wide receiver who played like one tonight. He got a Pro Bowl guard, a first-team all-pro guard, a second-team all-pro wide receiver. He has a Pro Bowl running back in Tony Pollard. He has a first-round draft pick left tackle who played great all year in Tyler Smith. Tyron Smith, played well at right tackle. That's not his position. He has an all-pro linebacker in Michael Parsons, first team. He had a Pro Bowl defensive lineman in DeMarcus Lawrence, and he had a Pro Bowl cornerback in Trayvon Diggs. I mean, when you got 5 or 6 or 7 Pro Bowlers and a few of them that are all pros, good Lord, how much more do you need? I mean, do everybody got to be a Pro Bowler? Is that what gonna get it done? Marlon said something very right. You can win with that. However, you can't win we can't win because of Dak. In other words, Dak can't take over a game. That's what he's saying. You can win with him if the compliments are there. But you can't win. You say, hey, here the keys, Dak. Go win the game for us. That ain't him. You might get some glimpses of it every now and then, but consistently though, he ain't that guy. He ain't that guy. Huh? He's not. And the sooner they all admit that, then you'll start to understand what needs to be done. This is where the bargain free agent talk come in. Now, I talk about this all later. Since we know we can't do it, I mean, you're gonna have to supplement that with some real ball players. Go give me a dog on the defensive line. I mean, a difference maker. Go give me another number one, another number two. It is what it is. The 49ers are a better football team. 49ers are a better football team. They proved it tonight. We lost. Just the bottom line. Nothing to say. Dak Prescott, horrible tonight. Horrible. Huh? It's just that simple. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later, maybe tomorrow night or it'll be Tuesday or something like that. All right, I kept y'all long enough. There's my answer for all y'all that were looking for me tonight. All the text messages and all the inboxes and all that kind of stuff. If you're watching the replay, there's my message. I'm on to the NFL draft. I'm on the couch now. The 49ers did it to me again. They put me on the couch. So I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't gonna say they cheated. There ain't no cheat. We just got our butt kicked. I'm just called like it is. They ain't cheaters. There wasn't no bad calls. It wasn't none of that kind of stuff. We just got beat by a better football team. So now I'm going on to the NFL draft. I'm finna start scouting now. I can go on, get ready. Start seeing who these new college guys are and see how we can make the football team better. It's just that simple. That's where I am now. I look, whoever win between the Eagles and the 49ers, the truth be told, guess what? The NFC Championship game pretty much is between the two best teams that's left in the NFC. The 49ers and the Eagles were the two best teams this year. Cowboys was a third, probably. I think Minnesota may have been after that, but everything worked out that the way it was. The two best teams are playing for the championship next week. Who win the Super Bowl, I could care less. Yeah, I'm going to watch it, Lamar. Yeah, I'm watching the game. I'm a football fan. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm going to watch it. I don't like neither one of them, the Eagles or the 49ers, but guess what? Don't make no difference. We ain't playing. The guy can go on vacations. They can go to Cabo and everywhere else. All right, I'm out, man. At least I told the truth tonight. All right, I'm out. Y'all catch me when you can. Turn on notifications if you haven't. If y'all not following me, that's how you follow me. One of the ways, YouTube, Facebook, Big Time Show. Most of you are on my YouTube channel. I'm seeing that now. Appreciate y'all for doing it. If you haven't subscribed to it, do it for me. Subscribe to the show. You're going to hear more of this. You're going to hear the truth. And at least from my perspective, it's going to be what it's going to be. All right. I'm trying to get this last check. Appreciate you, Gary. Thank you, brother, for hanging with me. He's a Cowboy fan, but he know I'm telling the truth. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy tonight. Y'all go to bed. Y'all have a good night. We out of here. This has been the Big Time Show.